Hey, all you Greta's and Shutescuts out there. Welcome to Unit 8, Section 11, Sewage Treatment. So, the first way we can treat wastewater is through a septic system. And so the water goes from your toilet down into the septic tank. This level always stays the same, so there's always the nasty stay inside and get broken down and pumped out every 2 years or so. The water is going to flow into this leach field, drain field, where it continues on, and then any nasties that leave drain down through and get filtered that way. So once again, you come in, you have your scum and your sludge, and then the clear water is what goes in and comes out. There's a video that we watched in class. Sewage treatment plants is the second way that you can treat your sewage. It's centralized systems. Centralized systems in large municipalities in developed countries. That's the word you can't see down there. So we have primary treatment. This is what you did in your lab when you were filtering out the big stuff. So this is physical removal of large objects through the use of screens and grates, settling of waste at the bottom of the tank, so that you can pull out the top stuff, and then you also can pull out that sewage sludge, some of it at the beginning, and then not have to deal with it. Secondary treatment, the water is aerated, oxygen is added, promotes the growth of aerobic bacteria, and then you have bacterial breakdown into CO2 and inorganic sludge. So this is when the large, almost swimming pools full of sewage water, get stirred, and the bacteria does their job, and they kind of go through multiple rounds of that. And then at the end, you have your disinfectant, your tertiary treatment. So this is using chlorine, ozone, or UV light. In the lab we did, we used bleach. You do not use bleach in your water. Please do not drink water that has bleach in it. But so you have your primary settling tanks, your aeration tanks, your finalized settling tanks. You can add some chemicals, maybe a couple more filters, and then send out to reuse, and the sludge gets pulled all along this process. Think of all the things that were left in your beakers as you pass them on to the next round. All that gets pulled off and then disposed of. And then if you are treating water to drink, it's a little bit different. It goes through screening. You have your coagulants added. That makes things easier to sediment out. Goes through filtration, corrects the pH if we need to, anti-corrosion agents to keep the lead in the pipes and out of the water. You chlorinate it often, sometimes to add fluoride, and then it's sent to your homes. Heavy rains and floods, the plants can legally dump raw sewage into bodies of water. This happens often here in Indianapolis, so we are working on that, but we're not quite there yet. And then we have our sewage lagoon, which is your man-made outdoor earthen basin filled with animal waste that undergoes anaerobic respiration as part of a system designed to manage and treat the refuge that is created by CAFOs. Yet another one of the many reasons CAFOs are not ideal for humanity or the planet. And we have finished notes. So before we leave, I want to let each and every one of you know you are good enough, you are smart enough, and people do like you. And before I go, I want to say good afternoon, good evening, and good God, do your homework.